What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Sam here. Today we're going to be doing some mods on the Gladiator. So if you have seen my videos here recently, the Gladiator got a big mod. It got a lot of modifications that I've been working on for a while, and I actually ordered some more parts for it that arrived while I was at the shop that we can do here at home. So we're going to dive into that in this video. So hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Comment, drop a comment down below, hype the video, do all the YouTube stuff if you would for me. And yeah, let's get into the video. More mods for the Gladiator. Alrighty, so what we're going to be doing today is one of those deals where you buy it off of Amazon and hopefully it works out good. So I kind of always wanted a snorkel for this thing, but I only wanted a certain one, the Rugged Ridge one. I'll put a picture in of what it looks like. The one that kind of sticks right here. So was doing some research, and whoever owns the molds for it, that built it for Rugged Ridge, has now, I guess, released the molds, and all these Chinese companies are selling them for dirt cheap. The kit that I bought, I'll have to put the price in down below here, but I bought it for like 130 bucks or 140 bucks, and the Rugged Ridge kit is like $900. So we're going to do the cheap version, see if it's any good compared to the expensive version. We already got it out here on the table, but we're going to do a snorkel upgrade and an air filter upgrade for the Gladiator to let it breathe a little bit better. So let's go ahead and I'll show you what we got, and then we'll get into the video, or get into the installation video. Okay, so we got it out here on the table. This is a knockoff Rugged Ridge. They call it an AmFib Snorkel. So it's for the JL. This is for a non-Mojave 392 or diesel. This will only work for the 2-liter and the 36. But this is what it is. So we got the high, mount, and then it also came with the low mount. So like I said before, this kit from Rugged Ridge costs like $900, $800. I'll put the actual price right here. I'll put that price in the video right there. But I think I got this for like under 150 bucks. We're also going to be pairing that with an AFE filter. So we're going to do a big filter for it and upgrade that. We'll get that out of the box here in a second. But we have to take the filter out anyways to modify it, because one of the reasons I like this kit is no drilling, no modification. Use your stock airbox, and you just remove this cowl panel piece right here, and then it goes up there. And as you can see, I just got a fresh windshield in it today, because on my last outing, the windshield got destroyed. It got something got thrown up and hit my windshield. So fresh windshield in the Jeep. That's why the tape's there. So let's go ahead and we'll pop the hood. I got to get in the hood here to take the air filter out, or air box out. So let's get into it.
Hello there.
All right, so first thing you would have to do is take off your grill and there's two supports that go right here and right here, but mine's already been taken out because I have my power steering reservoir, or my power steering cooler is right here, so I don't have to do that. So next thing you want to do is you want to get a 10 mil, and you want to take out this bolt and this bolt right here to take off your intake here, and then they're going to take off this bolt right here to completely take off your intake here. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, next thing you want to do is take off your hose for your evap or whatever this is. Take off your hose clamp. It's not even tightened. Take off these clips for the harness. This. Get out of there. I'll go ahead and take this sensor off as well. And then it should come right out. So the only problem that I have this hose that's right here. Should be able to push clip that off. It's just like a vent hose. And this should come right out. You're gonna reuse this, so don't throw it completely away. And you can see the PSC stuff's down there. You gotta take this out as well. This breather, or this intake thing. All right, let's get to the next step. Alrighty, so in the front of the grill here, let me get in here real quick. Front of the grill here, there's two screws. They're like this, T15, to get the air guide thing out. So we're gonna pull it out here. Pull it out. And you won't be needing this anymore.
Did somebody say boom?
All right, now we're gonna be taking off this cowl piece. It's like a T30, maybe a T35. That T30 is what I got, but I've already had this off before, so. Well, kind of sloppy, but it got the job done. So take that off, and then you got to take these two top ones off too. Long ones. Take all that off. Comes out. You'll be discarding this. Save this for later whenever you get tired of your snorkel and you want to convert your Jeep back to stock. So, but now we're going to be in here modifying this area in here because this is where the snorkel goes. All right, so you got to take this foam piece off. Kind of sits right here. There is a little Christmas tree clip that is attached to, so just pry it up. I did not, I just ripped it off. So that's that. And then you're gonna replace this, or you're gonna remove this bolt right here, and you will not reuse it. So hopefully it's a 10 mil, which it is. So go ahead and take that, you don't need that no more. And then you also need to take this clip off. And you're gonna cut this piece of plastic as well. So take this clip off. And then get like a cutters, some side cutters or something, and take it. But I'll take my Kershaw here. It should be strong enough. It is not strong enough. That's actually pretty thick plastic, and I'm not going to ruin my nice knife with that. So I'm going to get a some actual cutters to cut that, and then we'll be right back. All right, after you get all this stuff out of the way, you can put your snorkel part in the base. So it comes in like two pieces. This is like the base part of it, and it sits in here like so. And then this is like the shroud that uses your factory stuff to go in there, and it goes together, but it does not actually like screw together. Kind of just like sits on it. So you just kind of slide it into where it goes. Use your factory hardware. Goes right back in there. Supposedly. And yeah. So you need your T35 again. And then that part's done. So now we're going to have to go inside and modify the factory airbox. So let's go in here and modify that, and then yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so now we're going to be messing with this factory airbox here, and for our purposes, we're replacing this. I'm replacing this with this FE kit. So this needs to go away. To set it to the side for now, because I'm gonna set it to the side for now because I need to grab, like, there's a sensor in here still for stuff, and I'm gonna need that. So set this to the side for now. But we're gonna be modifying this airbox here. One of the things we're gonna modify is this side piece. So it says in the instructions just to hit these tabs. And this little inlet will come right off. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work around here, get these little tabs off, and then pull this out.
1 hour later, 2 hours later, 3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
All right, I got it off. Well, one thing it doesn't tell you in the instructions is that there's a screw that goes from the lid of the box to that thing, the air guide, splash shield, whatever they want to call it. So take that screw out first, and then pry the clips down. So that'll help you in the future. But now we have to take the lid off the airbox anyways, because we're gonna have to modify this airbox, because they want you to, they actually give you grommets and stuff to fill, to plug up all these holes to make it watertight. So we'll see. So that'll be my next step, is to take this off and yeah, plug the holes. And then we also have, they also send this where you can have like a drain. That way if water does get in there, you have like a drain to drain out the bottom of it. So we'll do that. All right, so now we're gonna drill a hole in our air box. They say to use a 5/8 inch 16 millimeter or 16 millimeter drill bit to drill this. So we're gonna drill it a little bit smaller first, work our way up. I don't have a step bit that I can find, so it's a sharp, very sharp bit. There's nothing. Okay. We're going to do up in size. I don't really know how good that's going to work if it does get water in the bottom, because there's, you know, different there's different channels back here. So if I get water in this one, right, then this one and this one and this one still have water in it. So I don't know, whatever. So we're gonna put it in there because that's what it said to do. And I'm gonna get some, use some of that RTV that I used on the other stuff to block off this, and then we'll be good to go. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish routing this. That way this is done. It's got a hose for it. And everything, so. Comes with a valve. Tighten that down, and it's time to start reassembling. Okay, now it's time to put the adapter for the snorkel on. It comes with a rubber gasket, and you just lay it in there like so. It also comes with this grommet piece that's not all the way drilled out, and it looks like extra work to put this bracket on. In the picture, it looks like it's already together, so it must be an extra step that they added for the cheaper version, but we will get it done here. You just go ahead and finish their job. And then, so this goes on like that. The gasket doesn't really fit that well, so that's good. I gotta put it on wrong. Looks like it doesn't matter which way it goes on. All right, so let's install, that's on there. As good as it's gonna get. So let's go ahead and install this bracket. I don't know what's, I would assume these two screws, I'm not sure. There's no directions. I'm gonna take the smallest two screws, and it looks like they don't really go to anything else. And put them on. All right, let's go put it in the Jeep. All right, now it's time to install the intake. So the short side goes on the airbox, the long side goes on the snorkel. They give you clamps and everything, and then they say that the bottom is indicated with this little nubbin thing down here. But they also recommend that you use some type of soapy water to, you know, make the installation a little bit smoother. All right, got it on. Best thing that I found out to do is to use the soapy water or window cleaner or something, make it slide on a lot easier. And 2, go ahead and just leave this unbolted. And the instructions, they want you to bolt this down first, but leave it unbolted. That way you can get this one in here first, and then you put this one in, and then you just bolt it down, and it just goes in. Now, yes, there is a obstruction to your battery terminals and your stuff now here. Ow. But I mean, it's just two couple clamps to take off, and yeah, and then that comes off. So okay, now we need to finish this part. So let's go grab the stuff for that, and then we will install the snorkel part. All right, so off camera I did already put the somewhat together. So one of the problems that I've seen so far is quality, you know, stuff not being complete and stuff like that. I got a rubber gasket, and it was supposed to have adhesive on the back, but it did not have any adhesive on the back. I peeled it off and there was nothing there. So no adhesive on the back of that, which is totally fine, because all this does is just sit like that on there. So I mean, that's fine. And honestly, if you wanted to, you know, well, that actually goes on after. But I mean, if you wanted to, you just put some tape on there or something, because, yeah. All it does is go right on there. A lot of the fit and finish is not the best on here, guys, but I mean, what do you expect for the price of this? I guess that's why you pay the $900 for it, you know, but the gasket kind of sticks out a bit. Let's get the snorkel. I'm not gonna be able to put that on there right yet with the hood opened all the way. I don't see how these bolts are going to go all the way through this and hold this on. So let's close the hood here. So we already have a problem here. This plastic is not that thick. So I'm gonna have to find a different washer or something to make that work. So let's go in here and I'll see if I can find something to make this work. Now that we got the snorkel put on, it's time to finish it up. So this is the AFE super stock intake. It just is a drop-in replacement. So we're going to drop this in to our old filter. Used to be, it's like 8 to 10 more percent better flow, bigger filter. So and it's oiled, so keeps that dirt off of it and stuff. So so we got to get the tube out here and then change out all the stuff, and then we'll go back to that. I'll show you what it looks like after it's done because my battery's about to die. So let me get it all put together and then I'll show you what it looks like. All right, got it done here. So let's look at the whole thing. So we did 2 different mods that together formed the final thing, just like Voltron. You know, all the parts together form Voltron, whatever. Nerd stuff, deep cut. Anyway, deep cut. Anyways, so we did 2 different mods, put them together. So first thing we did this snorkel. So we put the snorkel intake on up in here. So I'm just going to tell you guys, the quality is not awesome, but for the price difference, I guess that's what you get. Like I said, the plastic's not that great, and you know, the like fit and finish ain't that awesome either. But I mean, it is what it is. It's on there. I can take it off just as easily as I put it on. So no big deal. Didn't have to cut into my hood like an AEV style snorkel that goes over the fender. And you know, I can get rid of it if I don't like it, and it's not going to kill me. Second thing we did a AFE. This is called a super stock induction. So it uses your stock air box. It just replaces it with that big filter. Flows about 8 to 10% better. Drove it down the road. You can hear a little intake noise, so that's nice. Little you know, noise, so that's cool. I had to go get a IAT sensor because it broke. I'm taking it out, so had to do that, but everything else went on. It's got a bigger filter. It's got an oiled filter in it now, so that's good. So now instead of sucking air from here and in the engine bay, it's completely sealed off now, and it's only going to suck air in through here, down into here, into the air box, because I've completely plugged up this air box, so it has no way to get air or water in it unless it's through here. So that's good. If you watched Dirt Lifestyle, Nate's video, he went to a full thing on if like you get any benefits other than, you know, cleaner air through snorkels, and he actually found that you actually gain a little bit more power because it's like this is basically like a big intake runner, right? You got a longer intake runner. It's all the way from here, and it's, you know, moving the air into here and out, and then it's not just sucking it through here, it's actually directing the air through the snorkel down in here and whatever. So look at, if you want to check out his channel. I remember him doing that, I think it was last year when he was doing the snorkel on his Tacoma build thing, and I thought it was pretty interesting. So, and it looks cool. So I'm gonna close the hood here, that way you get the full picture of what it looks like with the hood closed, and then we'll wrap up the video. All right, 9% battery on the GoPro, so we need to finish this up. But here's what it looks like with the hood closed. I think it looks really good. Kind of overlander-ish, but I really like the snorkel, this style of snorkel for the JTs and the Gladiators. I like this one, other than the one that, like I said, goes over the fender. But I think it looks cool, and for the price, can't beat it. I'll put the link to everything that we used down in the description. That way you don't have to look for it. I'll get the Amazon listing that I used, put it down in the description. That way you can just find it, because I bought both the AFE intake and this off of Amazon. And yeah, so if you're interested in it, look down in the description and it'll have the link. But that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Like I said in the beginning, hit that like button, subscribe if you have not already. Comment down below, leave me a comment down below. Got any questions, go ahead and ask me. Hype the video, share the video, all the good stuff. And yeah, so if that's it, I think that's gonna be it for this one, guys. So we will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.